Reminding the powerful, they too are accountable. This is the Boss of Talk, Charles Adler.
Love talking to the condo king because he knows how to cut to the quick. Condos, something that a lot of people in the country are talking about for various reasons, and one of them is how the prices have gone up and up and up in the last little while, and so they keep talking about a bubble. But Brad Lamb, correct me if I'm wrong, you're the condo king, and haven't they been talking about bubble trouble for well over a year now?
No, I mean I've heard about bubble trouble since 1998 in Toronto. It's a constant comment from people that don't understand the industry.
So I just one of the reasons I'm bringing you on about this is because the most recent story, and I don't know whether you want to comment on it, Toronto's Trump Tower, and some people feel that they were suckered into deals. They didn't like the investment scheme. I don't know if you have a comment about that, but that's what gets us into the larger condo conversation. Do you want to talk to me about what you think or feel about this Trump Tower business?
Sure. First of all, the Trump Tower, I've stayed there. It's a beautiful building. Done a great job. It's a great addition to Toronto. What they did is they sold two types of product. They sold regular condominiums that people live in, and there's no real issue with that. The issue has come down to people buying hotel suites. And every single program across North America and the world that had a program that sold hotel suites to investors has been ill-fated and failed. There's lawsuits going through all the courts in the United States about these, and the principal problem is that when you sell a hotel suite to an individual, you can't talk about cash flow and rent and that kind of stuff. You can't put it in paper. You can't guarantee anything. It contravenes the Securities Act. So, believe me, they didn't talk about that stuff in writing. They may have talked about potential returns and that kind of thing. But these are people that when times are fantastic, they jump in with both feet and they're very excited. If everyone made a lot of money, no one would be complaining right now. It's a two-way street. You can't always make money all the time. And I think the people that bought these units in Toronto should suck it up. They made a purchase. They knew what they were doing, and I do not believe they were misled in any way.
All right. So when you read commentary these days that you've been reading since 1998, that it's a bubble, that the prices have gone up, but that they've got to go down, your take today is what? Well,
real estate prices will come down in Canada when there's a recession, right? So in 2008, we had a substantial drop in prices in Toronto and across the country. We saw about a 15% drop in prices in the Great Recession. After that, from 2010 to about 2011 and a half, we saw a rise again of about 20%, about 10% per year. We're at a position right now in Toronto where prices are going sideways. They're not really going down. On a case-by-case basis, you could actually see some properties rising in value and some dropping. Overall, I think you'll see average price in Toronto is going to hold pretty close to what we're at today. But we don't expect huge increases in pricing going forward over the next couple of years because the economy is slow again.
All right, but in the rest of the country in general, when I say rest of the country, I'm talking about Vancouver, Edmonton, Calgary, Winnipeg. In the rest of the country, is a condo today, and I'm just asking for a general statement from the condo king, is a condo today a safe investment?
Absolutely. The thing about this industry, for instance, in Toronto, is that last year 26,000 condos were sold. 2011, 26,000 units in Toronto. We can only build 13,000 a year. Like, we're so underserviced for condos in this city, it's beyond belief. And most downtown cities in Toronto, like Calgary, prices are rising in Calgary, prices are rising in Edmonton. There's absolutely no concerns about prices falling there. A place like Vancouver has had, it's a very small city where the condominiums exist. That part of the city is very small and congested. Not a lot of land, and a lot of people want to live there. With respect to Toronto, we will probably see prices continue to go sideways and then rise again in the spring, because it's unlikely that with low interest rates and sort of moderate economic growth and employment growth, it doesn't make any sense that real estate prices and real estate demand would fall.
Okay, I got 20 seconds for you on Winnipeg. Condos, Winnipeg. Brad King, the condo king, says what?
Well, I went there and I looked at the condo market. I think that you're still a bit early in terms of high-rise. You need to get your prices up around $450 a square foot before you can build high and make money. You can still do low-rise condos in the core, but it's tough right now for high-rise until your prices rise a bit.
Brad Lamb, the Condo King.
This is real life. This is Charles Adler.